Welcome back, everybody. It's your girl, Cassie J, and I am here to do another review. Today, I am doing The Love at the Lockup. You know, one of my favorite shows. I'm still a little mad because we have yet to see this last couple. I'm starting to think that they playing with my emotions. I'm starting to think they lied to me a little bit. I think they lied. I don't think it's another couple. The previews, somebody lied. Somebody messed up. There's not another couple to be seen. So I guess we're just going to have to just talk about the ones that they showing us. Yeah. So this is episode number 5, and we'll just start off with Sean and Destiny. That's where it started off. It picked up where Sean was at the restaurant and Destiny had came back out of the restroom with her sister and she asked him, so anything else you want to tell me? Anything else that you're lying about? How many kids do you have? And he let her know. So I know I told you I have 2, I have 6. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not what you told me. Where these other 4 kids come from? Sean made it seem like when he told her mother that the reason why he did not tell her the truth about the other kids was because he was getting to know her and he did not want to disclose all the information. I mean, I understand that you're getting to know somebody, you don't know them, they're in prison, so you don't know really know where the relationship's going. Okay, cool. But when Destiny comes out the bathroom and she was like, well, why didn't you tell me this in the beginning when I was asking you A, B, and C about yourself? He then flips the script and was like, oh, well, I mean, I thought I told you. Just be honest. Just say, I didn't tell you because I didn't think that it was necessary for me to tell you at that point because I was getting to know you just like you were getting to know me. But now that we know each other, I mean, at some point you should have kind of told her the truth and was like, hey, I know in the beginning I told you I had 2 kids, but I really do have 6 now that I see our relationship is going somewhere. But he didn't. So, of course, that made her feel like there's more to you that I don't know, and I'm going to find out later on. So, when they're outside, she says, is there anything else that you need to tell me that you haven't? When was the last time you were in a relationship with someone? The mother of your children, is it the same woman? Is there multiple women? He said, no, their kids are all by the same woman. I haven't been with her in over, he said 7 years, but the truth was they had tried to be back together a year ago. She asked him, was the last time you've been with somebody? It was a year ago. So that was the person. So he's still lying to her. However, she has her own secrets too, which we find out later on. So this foundation to this relationship is really shaky already. I already see that this is not going to work because both of you can't tell the truth. You're not being honest. Now, they get to the hotel. Destiny takes her shower. They have their intimate night. Sean makes the comment in his little confessional that they had been planning this night for the longest, so they've been talking. And Destiny said that she was going to tie him up and he was going to hit it hard. It was really disgusting to hear him talk about his plans with her. Yeah. Nonetheless, they liked it. I didn't love it. This is one of the things I can't say. You like it, I love it. I didn't love it. But, if they happy, who am I to judge? Moving along. Anyway, this is when we find out that one of the things that Destiny is keeping is that she said it's been 3 years since she's had sex with a man. However, she has been having a lot of sex with women. She's had several tattoos of women that she has been with, and she plans to continue to have sex with women, even though she's in this committed relationship with Sean, and she does not plan on telling Sean about it. Now, she got very upset with Sean for not telling the truth about the kids, and she told him that she does not, that's something that she just really can't deal with, a liar. She was like, I could deal with you cheating on me, not saying she wanted him to cheat, but she would rather him be honest about it and tell her, like, okay, I cheated on you, at least tell me about it, but don't lie about it if you were to do it. But then she turns around and says, I am going to not even essentially cheat. She's going to cheat. Same sex is still cheating. I don't know how other people might see that. I see same sex is still cheating. Let me know if you guys agree. So, Sean tells Destiny that he has an issue with her drinking. He's concerned that her drinking might get her into trouble, which might lead her to going back to jail, which is going to cost him money. Because he did pay her bail, he does not want to be on the hook for this $50,000. She gets upset. She's like, I'm going to have fun while I'm out. I will make sure I make it to my court date. They have 17 days to get her to this court date. She's not going to be told what to do. She lets him know that. He might need to be prepared to pay that $50,000. I think he's going to be on the hook for that money. Moving on to Jessica and Maurice. They are still in California because they are waiting to see if his probation is going to be able to be moved to Vegas. While they are there, he goes to see his daughter. Jessica does have somewhat of a relationship with his daughter. She talks to her on a regular basis, but she does not have a relationship with the mother. She says she's only spoken just a few words to her. So naturally, when she gets to the house, she feels awkward because no one's talking to her. Maurice did not, introduce her like, hey, everybody, this is my wife. Everybody's just kind of interacting with him, and she gets upset about that because she feels like she was just there. I understand that feeling. I have been in a situation before where, you're just kind of there. So naturally what you do, you kind of pull out your phone and you're just like, can't wait till we get out of here. His defense was basically, well, this is not my family. This is not my friends. This is his baby mama, Michaela. That was, her people. I can't do anything about that. And she was just basically like, I just felt like you should have tried to make it more comfortable for me. The most that I seemed like he could have done was to introduce her. Beyond that, I don't really see what more he could have done other than introduce her, because you could have had some kind of relationship with her before he got out. The fact that you have not really spoken to her, the mother that is, prior to him getting out, that's kind of on you in a sense. He could have facilitated that too. He could have talked to the baby mama and told her, hey, I don't got married. This is the woman I want to be with. Could you please talk to her? Could you please meet with her? It's important that you do this with me. He could have done that too. But because none of that has happened, it's really like, okay, y'all are all to blame in a sense. So, yeah. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't. So, this is where we are. While he's there, he's staying with his cousin, who's also on probation. And he shows him some obituaries, basically, of people, friends that they know that have passed since he's been gone. He says that it was really sad to see all of his friends that haven't made it, didn't get to make it to 30. And he was like, this could have been him. It's sad. I mean, there's nothing else that you could say about it. It's sad to see all of those young men, because of the lifestyle, because of the environment that they're in, that this is what has happened to them. And he's like, these are people that he knew. Like, I've sat on their couch, I've spent a night with them, I've given them rides, like I've hung out with them. So this is another reason why he's really pushing and wanting to leave California, because he's afraid that he might not make it out if he stays. He goes to the store, him and Jessica, and on their way to the store, they're getting back in the car, and some guy pulls up to them, and he's like, "Where you from, cuz? This my neighborhood. This my block." Kind of looked like some gang type possible activity. So this is just more reason why he's saying, I need to get out of here. I don't feel safe. I feel like, people are looking at me, trying to get me. Just constant more signs that he needs to get out. And I think this is why next week it shows him trying to leave without permission. I hope it's not the case, because he doesn't need to get in trouble, because if he gets in trouble, he's going back to jail for serious time. Now, Quaylen and Chevelle, they go to dinner. They go to a little barbecue spot. Him, his mom, and Chevelle. He's very happy to be out. He's not on parole, probation, or nothing. He's completely free. He's done his time, so he's ready to start his life over. Sit down and talk to them and say, I want to talk to you about what your future plans are, mainly where you plan to live. And Quaylen lets his mom know, basically, I'm not going back to Texas with you. I understand that was the plan, but, now I have my girl. I'm going to stay here with her. I don't want her to go somewhere where she's not comfortable. Quaylen's mom reminded him this was the reason why I moved out of Kansas City, was because I wanted you to have a fresh start. I'm concerned that you're not going to make the best decisions being around old influences if you stay in Kansas City. And what Quaylen said, I agree with. I understand where his mother was coming from. Like, you're going back to your old stomping grounds. You're going to be around possible old friends that might have got you in trouble back in the past. However, Quaylen says that I'm not, that 16, 17-year-old, kid anymore. I'm a grown man now. I just served 12 years. I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize my freedom or have to go back to that place. So you have to understand that, Mom. You have to respect that. And on top of that, the things that you're concerned about as far as the troubles, the temptations that she's referring to, the crowds, and all of that, that's in every city. That's any place that you go to. The trouble, you can find it, or it can find you. It doesn't matter where you are. So me moving is not going to change that, if that was her, since that's her concern. So he just basically wanted her to know, me moving is not going to change that. If I'm going to get in trouble, I'm going to get in trouble no matter where I am. However, I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm doing everything to avoid getting in trouble, because I don't want to go back to jail. Well, prison. I understand that, what he was saying, and I also understand his mother being a mother and have lost her child for all that time, not wanting to lose him again. So I understand both sides. Unfortunately, he's a grown man, and he has the right to make that decision. So they go back to the hotel so that Quaylen and Chevelle can have their alone time, their first night together. Quaylen's mom basically was like, I'm not giving up on my son. I'm going to continue to do whatever I can to get him to come to Texas with me. I don't know how she's going to get him to come, because his mind seems pretty made up. And now that he's done had a night alone with his girlfriend, been with a woman, it's gonna be even harder. Now, Shonda and Tyrese. Tyrese goes to get his girl. He's going to get his woman. She get released today. He don't put on his pimp suit, his pimp blueberry suit. He got his gaiters on. Listen. He got his old man swag together, okay, you guys? He pulls up in his Cadillac. He got his roses. He got her clothes in the back. He is ready for her. However, she might not be ready for him because she don't show up. Okay, you guys? He don't pulled up. He waiting. He got his watch out. He clocking her. She supposed to be here at this time. I got 4 hours to be with her. Time is passing and she doesn't show up. Don't know what the holdup is. Gotta wait till next week to find out. That was that. He was done deal. Moving on to Lindsay and Scott. Scott calls Lindsay's mom and daughter over to get in touch with the prison to find out why Lindsay was not released or where she is, and for that matter, because they don't know if she was released or not. I feel bad for all of them at this point because for the mother and daughter, you want to see your daughter, and the daughter of Lindsay wants to see her mother. Scott wants to see his woman. For them not knowing where she is, that's alarming. For you to not know where your loved one is, to not know if they're safe or not, that's alarming. Once they get in contact with the people that can give them some information, they did let them know that she was still in prison. So that was a slight sigh of relief, because at least they know that she was, at least they knew where she was. I'm not going to say she was safe. They knew where she was. Then they just hit another wall, because at that point they were not able to find out any more information. They were not able to find out why she was released. They didn't know if she was still in the SHU. They didn't know if she got into another fight. They don't know what happened. And her caseworker would not tell her mother and daughter any more information. They wouldn't tell her what happened, why, nothing. They told her it was not public information, so therefore they could not disclose the information. They would have to wait until she called. They couldn't tell them if she was going to call, when she would be able to call, nothing. I haven't ever had anybody be in prison, so I don't know that process. But I can only imagine that has to be disheartening and frustrating to have to deal with that and not be able to just call your loved one, to not be able to know when they're going to call, to just being in that state of limbo. For Scott, he was upset because he's moved all the way down there, bought a house to start this life, and in his mind there was a time frame on this. Now he has no idea when this is going to happen. Now Lindsay's mom kind of feels like she might have did something on purpose, that she might have just broke the rules intentionally because she did not want to get out, because she knows once she gets out she's going to have to follow rules. Scott feels that maybe somebody attacked her because she's a pretty girl, because this has happened before, so she might have just been a victim of something. We won't know until we hear from her. Hopefully next week we'll get some more information, but for now we're in limbo too as viewers. Overall, I think the episode was pretty good. Like I said from the beginning, I was upset that we did not see this other couple. I don't know if maybe this couple is just not going to have a lot to bring, which is why they're waiting so long to bring them onto the scene. I don't know. But we're on episode 5. I think they usually have about 15 episodes or so. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you all. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You know the drill. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.